we've been in discussions with the Inspectorate of VSR and with SZV about joint controls. In my numerous discussions with the Inspectorate, I always remind them we have very limited staff, we have very limited resources, and really the job of the Inspectorate is to improve compliance. And there's a number of different ways to improve compliance, of which inspecting and going to businesses and controlling and issuing fines is just one of the tools that we have to improve compliance. But there's also information campaigns and making sure that people understand what's expected of them. So we are planning this week to begin with experimenting a little bit in terms of how joint controls between the Ministry of VSR and SZV would work. I find that this is good because it's complementary, meaning they have different authorities, different tools available, and so instead of sending 2 labor inspectors out at the same time, we can now pair up and send 1 labor inspector with 1 SZV inspector. I also understand in some of my initial conversations with businesses and being here on the island for so long, that government bureaucracy also makes compliance a challenge. I mean, we do understand that speaking to businesses, for example, that sometimes they don't, it's hard for them to get their business licenses or their crib numbers. And so we do understand that, but compliance must become the norm. And part of this exercise is as well for us to look and see where the bottlenecks in our economy are. So although I'm Minister of VSR, I understand that all of our ministries are somewhat interconnected. And so, for example, if permitting for business licenses is an issue, then we will speak with the Minister of TIAT. If we understand that getting tax ID numbers is an issue, we'll work that out with the Minister of Finance. In the end, compliance with the law has to be the path of least resistance. And so far, from previous explanations as to what our intentions are in terms of increasing controls and compliance, the Labor Office has already reported an increase in requests for work permits, and SZV is already reporting an improvement in collections. So I want to make sure that people, the businesses in particular, understand when we come, we're going to be looking for things like, is your business license in place? If you have a crib number, every business is expected to have an employee registry. They're also expected to have a work schedule posted publicly. All employees are entitled to a pay slip, and so make sure that you are generating pay slips. I think also when we come, we'd like to get an idea of what your turnover is, which gives us an idea of what your economic level of activities are. And also there's certain safety requirements that are expected to be in place. But these are things that we'll communicate in future release. So my recommendation is to businesses, you need to work on improving with your compliance. And the more proactive you are, the more that you come to government with compliance issues, I think the better it is for you. I think once the inspectors come out and find issues, I think our attitude would be slightly different than if you're proactive and come to government about requesting our assistance to improve your compliance.
Grand Parade is going to be special because this year we separate the juniors and the grand, because the last few years we've held them together. But last year we saw especially with the changing in the weather, the heat and stuff it's not good for the children, because the children now, while they were at the front, they would have to go at a slow pace to give the folks at the back, the Grand Parade, a decent time, for example, because they don't want to be rushed. But what that did is that it dehydrated the children in the heat. And a couple of them started falling down, they got tired, so we can't put them through that anymore. So we separate the junior and the Grand Parade. The Grand Parade is looking really, really nice. We have about 2 or 3 new troop leaders who come with new troops. We have a couple of floats. So we're expecting something really beautiful. It's going to be very colorful. It starts at the St. John's Estate on May 1st. It makes its way down the regular route down Front Street and everything. So it's looking good.
And how many do you have for the children parade? Because I know your children parade sometimes, some years.
Yeah, it ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ebbs and flows. It's right in the middle, we would say. This year, I think we're looking like 6 or 7. but that's about average for the juniors. But what we're doing with the juniors with their route is we're trying not to keep them out too long. We're going to start them actually a little later when the sun is down, so like 3:30. We're going to start with the juniors at Le Grand Marché, and then we're going to move down Bush Road, and then straight up Palmfield. So we're not taking Front Street with the juniors, because it takes too long and it gets too hot between those buildings. So we're going straight up Palmfield, one shot to the village. And once we get to the village, we have a family fun day, the village cookout, and all these, child-oriented stuff. So the parades are going to be beautiful. The troop leaders are working really hard to put on a good show.
And I understand one other thing too, that you're having a cookout.
Yes.
And that's surrounded by the booth holders.
That's the booth holders. Every year we select, on the opening night, on the opening carnival, we stick our hand in a box and we select 6 booth holders who will participate in the village cookout. Now we give them local dishes, 2 local dishes to prepare, and they come out, they have to cook them to the best of their abilities. We have a panel of judges. The judges have to sit there. They have the best job in the world because they get to taste everybody's food and then judge a winner. And the winner gets his or her booth the following year for free, as well as some drinks and stuff from ILTT, etc. But the village cookout is our 3rd year doing it. A lot of booth holders like it because it gives them bragging rights. So it's gonna be fun again. It's gonna be on a family fun day, so a lot of people will be in here, and we're gonna do it on stage and give it the attention it deserves.
And you get a good turnout for that?
Absolutely, because we always do it on a day where we have a lot of family in here. And that day is at the end of the junior parade, so a lot of people coming into the village. So the village will be full of people, and the booth holders will get the attention that they deserve. Yeah.
Now, there's something you added now to the Carnival committee, which is a director.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right, and that's where you
That's
come
me.
in for that.
Yes.
Run me down with what exactly does the director do?
Yes.
Because if you have a president, why would you need a director?
Yeah. The Carnival, it's a lot of people have to understand 2 things. The Carnival, it's a foundation. The SCDF is a foundation made up of volunteers, okay? And the problem we've had in the past with the foundation is that all of us work. We're all volunteers that have our daily jobs, etc. So you could have never given 100% to Carnival. And Carnival is now, it's not a little festival as it was in the 80s and the 70s. It is humongous. It's more than a month in festivities, as you see. It is the largest event on St. Martin by far. It is expensive. The cost is through the roof. So what you need is like how Aruba has, Curacao have, Trinidad has, and the Heineken Regatta has. You needed a person or a few people to focus entirely on your festival year-round. That is the director's job. So no longer can the foundation meet whenever they can meet. The director's job is from 365 days a year, 7 days a week to focus on Carnival, meet with sponsors, negotiate contracts, troop leaders, promoters, etc., and from early. And that's why we started in June last year, preparation for Carnival this year. A lot of people don't seem to understand. They think you could organize Carnival in 1 month. Carnival, it's a year-round thing. We never stop. Okay, and that is the director's task. My task is to make sure year-round Carnival gets the attention it deserves. It's marketed correctly. It's financed correctly. And you cannot pull it off in a month. And the foundation recognized that, and they appointed me. I'm honored that they appointed me to lead Carnival into the future, because it takes a lot of effort, a really lot of effort.
Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Saturday, April 23rd, 2016 at Carnival Village. Featuring Tsunami. Control. Tanya St. Paul. Mika Ben. Jean-Marc Ferdinand. Kes the Band. tickets in advance $30. $40 on the day of the show. Ticket outlets, Van Dorp, Adolphus Office Supply, and Domino's Pizza. Partners, Telcel, Heineken, Accessible Ventures. This is an extra tight entertainment production. Just say I.
Panasonic battery, the battery with more power. If it's for your TV remote, Wii, camera, flash, or any other electronic devices, Panasonic battery everyday power for commonly used devices. Panasonic battery Evolta #1 long-lasting alkaline battery, the best battery you can get for your high drain appliances. Panasonic battery for all your battery needs. For more power at a better price, look for Panasonic batteries, distributed by Autobet agencies.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Here we go! This is freedom, this is life. Happiness is all I'm seeking. Carpe diem, I'm seizing every day, not just the weekend. Here's to all the good times that have come to last. Here's to living in the now.
When you can afford what you crave, life just gets so good.
Alive and I'm feeling good, so good, so good, so good. Hey, I'm gonna live my life, feeling good, so good, real good, so
KFC, so good for everyone.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas real easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation. That's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even fix your car. You can depend on Island Finance.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
Oh my, what an inventory list, and so unnecessary. But wait, your home contents are all insured by Be Sure. That means that you determine the amount you want to insure. No inventory list, no hassle.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Hey Bob, you're on family vacation. Oh, but your daughter's got the measles. But don't worry about it. With your Be Sure travel insurance, children under 12 are covered for free.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Yeah, for free.
I would like to give an update on the school busing service and the meetings that have been ongoing. Since the suspension of the bidding process, we have had meetings. On April 7, 2016, a joint meeting was held between the Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sports headed by myself, as well as the Ministry of TIAT, headed by the Honorable Minister Ingrid Arundel, together with our support staff who have been over the past years working, sometimes jointly and sometimes separately, on a policy to regulate school busing. We have come together with the intention, once again, to work collaboratively to come up with a short-term and long-term solution concerning the school busing transportation service. Both of us, as ministers, gave the green light for a joint school bus committee. This committee had existed in the past, but sometime in 2014 had diverged. So they had gotten the green light to come back together as one unit because there is no way that we can regulate it from one side. So they are currently working on a solution to come up to a more efficient, safer, and cost-effective school busing transportation service for a number of years. The Joint Committee held its first meeting on April 12th, 2016, just yesterday. The committee is working diligently to come up with a short-term and long-term solution. From their report so far, not on paper, it has been quite a positive one, as was the initial meeting between the two ministries. They were given at the time 2 weeks to come back with the recommendations. The strife within this is to look for solutions which are fair and encompass the current operators and government in the short term, as well as solutions going forward in the long term, which government will make sure are beneficial to all parties involved. So as the 2 weeks is nearing, next week they will be meeting again early in the week, where they will then complete the report and plan of action to the respective ministers, Minister Arundel and myself. Once this plan is approved by us and brought forward also to the Council of Ministers, the information session will be planned with the school bus operators, the current school bus operators. So we are doing our best as a government to work together, to collaborate, to make sure that all concerned are taken into consideration in moving forward. So let's continue to do this, working together to push St. Martin forward.
So as a follow-up with my discussions with Columbia, there was a number of issues that I believe originate from St. Martin. So in other words, and again, people stop me on the street all the time. A gentleman, a taxi driver, stopped me yesterday saying, look, I'm supposed to go for heart surgery. I've gone to SZV. They say yes, but I can't get a confirmation in time. He says he's been waiting for a month already. So the issues about how the whole approval and referral process on island, how that happens, is a topic that has my concern. As a matter of fact, I've scheduled a meeting with SZV this week on Thursday to understand exactly how the entire referral process is working and why one of the most frequent complaints is the long approval time for when people need to be referred abroad, why that's taking so much time. As a matter of fact, one of the complaints that I received from the medical facilities in Colombia was, why are we sending people at such a late or advanced stage? So in other words, if people are being diagnosed with issues early, but yet the approval process is taking so long, and then as a consequence, when we finally do refer them, whatever illness they have has reached an advanced stage where it becomes either more expensive or more difficult, or perhaps even impossible to really treat, we're not doing the people of St. Martin any good. So I'm reviewing the entire process, starting this week, to understand better how that process is going. One of my thoughts is that I'd like to see a medical referral committee, so a committee here that will judge when patients need to be referred abroad. Hopefully that would give a speedier response. And the other thing I'm looking at is a separate committee for quality control for every referral as it goes abroad. When it comes back, a separate committee that reviews exactly what happened from start to finish from a medical quality perspective, both locally and abroad, right? How the patient was treated, and as well, obviously, as, did we manage our costs appropriately?
Just me and you. What's up? This is your boy Faz.
This is Merge, and we are Brackets, and we're coming to African Flavor Concert in St. Martin's on the 26th of April. Don't miss it, because if you miss it, you lose St. Martin's today. So, yeah.
Simmy, aha. Yo, you don't know St. Martin. This is Ben Giant. I'll be there April 26th. You don't know. It's all about Festival Village. You don't know African Flavor. I'm telling you, Simmy, aha. Soca just give me my powers. I'll be there live.
Get ready, St. Martin. Bracket is coming for the first time in Carnival history in St. Martin. Also performing Ben Giant,
I'm phenomenal.
Roxy, Timo,
Now we go.
Oswald, Norvana Dancers, and Fred York. Come celebrate Carnival with Bracket straight from Africa on April 26th. Get your advance tickets for only $40 and $45 at the gate. Tickets available at Ikimba Front Street, Van Dorp, both locations, and Adolphus Richardson on the Pondville and SOS Radio Marigot. Did I forget to mention that ticket purchase qualifies you for a round-trip ticket for two to Nigeria? This is one show you can't afford to miss.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Saturday, April 23rd, 2016 at Carnival Village. Featuring Tsunami. Control. Tanya St. Mika Ben. Jean-Marc Ferdinand. Kes the Band. Tickets in advance $30, $40 on the day of the show. Ticket outlets, Van Dorp, Adolphus Office Supply, and Domino's Pizza. Partners, Telcel, Heineken, Accessible Ventures. This is an extra tight entertainment production. Just say I.
I just love it, and I think on behalf of the SCDF, we would like to congratulate the Mighty Dow for his win in the Groovy category, DJ Kilo for his win in the DJ category, and of course, our beloved King Verse for his win in the Power category. It was such a great performance. Rick the Fox was defending his crown, and Rick the Fox put a performance out of this world. I am just glad I'm not a judge. It was so tight. All of our best artists brought their best, and I think that really showed. Magic was first runner up in Groovy, and Kenyo Bailey first runner up in Power. So listen, I'm still listening to the music. I'm still like buzzing because of it. Yeah. Somebody went up on a crane, barricade.
bowling, you know.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you know, can you get anything?
So there was a trampoline. Rick jumped on a trampoline. This thing was just crazy. And this was a local show. I hope, you know, SCDF, we've always had hearing it in the public for the last couple of years. Yeah, the locals don't do this. There's no music, no St. music. And I don't think nobody could ever say that again. The local bands, you know, we put them forward and it's been phenomenal what the local bands are doing. The jump ups have almost about to double in size. And on top of that, the local music is out there being played. I would like to thank all the radio stations, all the media people, all the DJs. We all got to do this together. And it's good to know that St. Martin now could export music, you know? So that's a great development.